Very quickly, I'm starting the riding year. I'll just start it here from Macomb PowerSports. I rode 17 and a half miles, so 1,835 miles is what I started the riding year with on our Rocket 3 GT. And this thing ran great on the way out here. No flickering lights or anything, and it's like I just got back on an old horse. I really am shocked. So great to have my health back and talk to you guys about the Goldwing that's been in service here for almost 4 weeks at Macomb PowerSports.
12 seconds later.
Okay, I got my lovely Revit jacket, mesh jacket that I totally love. This thing was a bargain for $159 off RevZilla because it was unboxed, and I just love it. It's probably the best motorcycle jacket I've owned. All right, so come around here. Let me show you guys what I'm bringing to the dealer here. I just threw them in here. You know, I'm pissed off. I thought I would escape the here are the install instructions. I had done a video on this 2 years ago. You'll see it pop probably right here. And here are the 6 bolts. There's all 6 bolts here plus the install instructions. And I'm gonna go in here and drop off these bolts so I can get my bike back. Kind of sucks that the bike is coming back with no Rivco aero pegs on it. They have 0 customer service. Nobody returns calls. I just needed 6 replacement bolts. There's no cross-threading in my block or anything, but you know, what's going on, Rivco? Because I actually love the product. So my plan is to take the bike back without my highway pegs on it, and then try to work on getting 6 new bolts somehow, some way from Rivco. If they could pick up their damn phone or reply to an email, I'll be shocked. Now, they could be out of business, so cautionary warning. I am telling people that I love the product, the Rivco highway pegs, but I don't like the customer service, and that makes a big difference. All right, thank you. Let's go into that dealer.
A few moments later.
Okay, like I said, I'm at Macomb PowerSports. I rode my Rocket out here. First day riding the Rocket this year. Beautiful day to ride. And I'm just dropping off those 6 bolts that came out of the engine block on my Honda Goldwing. So the bike's gonna come home without Rivco aero pegs. And it kind of sucks, you know. I could understand maybe 1 bolt stripping, but all 6. And I had asked if they use an impact wrench. They said no, 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 no. Come to find out, they have a certified Suzuki tech working on my bike, not a certified Honda tech. They told me it's all the same thing, but you know, either way, I'm the one who said don't stress out. You can use Macomb PowerSports based on a friend's recommendation that I trusted, but I think this time I got burnt again by another freaking motorcycle dealer. You know, you do these things with the best of intentions, and the guy that I was working with, Zach, first they told me he wasn't in because his father was dead. Then they finally told me they let him go because they had issues with him. And Zach took great care of me. I couldn't believe it, right? And Zach was really trying to help me. So, you know, this is what it is. You know, I decided to ride out. You know, ironically, here's a plane landing at Selfridge. Here we go. Okay, if you guys saw that, that's a KC-135 air-to-air fuel tanker. I was around those at Osan Air Base in Korea when I was in the Air Force a long time ago. So, yeah, it's a scary world out there. You know, once you buy something, you just can't bring it back to the dealer. I don't care if you bought a car, if you bought a motorcycle. Things have really gone downhill with this younger generation, or people that just think, you know, they don't have a concept of what it takes for you to go out and buy a Goldwing and pay it off early, or, you know, work really hard for a nice 4Runner. You know, a lot of people think that stuff just falls out of your ass, and I don't, you know, but either way, you know, I work hard for anything I have with Teresa, and this is one of those deals, I guess. So hopefully there's a happy ending to all this. Maybe they'll work with me on some of the labor charges. They want to hit me for an extra $300 for stripping all 6 bolts. And, you know, it goes back to last year when I had new wheel bearings put on my Rocket 3 GT behind me. I saw no nicking, you know, but they damaged those wheel bearings putting my new tires on. And these dealers never own their fuck up. So it just pisses me off, right? That's all. So back to it. So I'll just walk into Macomb PowerSports here and drop off these bolts and talk to these guys and then get back on my bike and go home. So hey, thanks for watching this episode. We appreciate all of you. Thank you for helping us grow. Please give us a like, subscribe, and share. These are the kinds of videos I like to make. And you know, in the Goldwing community, in the motorcycle community, it's all about education, right? So some of what I go through, I don't mean to like do a bitch video, but you know, I'm hoping one day people that own these mega motorcycle stores really start to pay attention to their service department, not just as a profit center, but as some place that can get them the next sale or keep a current customer happy. Simple stuff, right? Bikes are as expensive as cars now. All right, guys, so I'll go into Macomb PowerSports and I'll be talking to you again. Hang on.
Later.
So the Revco highway pegs have a fail, and it's on the GL1800 form.
Okay.
That these do break a lot, and what it is because of the style and.
Yeah.
When you put what people are saying is when they put their weight for their feet on there,
right.
It's actually stretching those bolts. So it's actually not from. It could be from. And it could happen from over torquing it when you install them, or by putting your feet on them and putting the weight from your body on there. And that's actually what's stretching those bolts.
So for me, I want to go to Adam Sandoval's Motel 66 on the bike.
Okay.
And I put them on, but I never used them.
Okay.
Because I haven't had the Goldwing on the highway that much.
Gotcha.
And I'm thinking, boy, I'll just zip down I-75 to Adam Sandoval in Arkansas
right.
with my feet out, and you know, okay, I can accept all that, but I didn't know.
So I sent you this link so then you can get on this form and see all the people that have had these problems.
I believe you.
So it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And they've noticed that the Revco has bad customer service, which I've experienced, which is why I called you yesterday.
So guess who I called? I called Max McAllister, Traction Dynamics. Are you familiar with him?
I'm not familiar with them.
Out of Georgia, probably the top, if not the top, Goldwing expert on YouTube, and he just great Goldwing stuff. So I called him and I said, I don't know if you guys have these bolts. Do you have a contact? You know, and I'm still waiting for a contact. So I'm just going to work on a solution to this in the 6 bolts when I get back.
So we're okay putting them together with the regular way?
Yeah, and you won't
They've actually, so like the ones that you have are silver, and it's like the newer versions, they've used a harder, even the harder ones, because the harder ones are darker, but those ones are breaking up. But these are the ones that we've already extracted.
Yeah, I was unaware of it. So the reason, you know, the thing with the Goldwing is that you can make it look like a geriatric bike really quick. And I'm still super young at heart.
Yeah.
So those Revcos kept the bike looking young.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't want the chrome hang down and all the plastic cup on the handlebars.
No, they look amazing. They do look good.
Yeah, they do. So just put it like in the rear luggage compartment. Okay, so there's that. And I think I can just come and pick up the bike, but I need to coordinate. You don't have to deliver it to my house. Okay. But I just need to, unless you do that for free.
With the situation, I'd be willing to do that.
All right, then you can deliver it. But I just have to coordinate with the wife.
Okay, so once I get it done, I'll call you, and then we'll situate a time for me to drop it off.
And I'm happy to pay the bill right now since I'm here, if you've got, you know. So I appreciate that. So I'm going to paid for, and they're going to deliver my bike home for free. So that worked out. And I am new to the Revco issues, so you live and you learn. All right, guys, thanks for watching another episode. I'll have my bike back in a day or two, minus the Revco Aero foot pegs, which I can't recommend anyone buy now because the bolts break and bend on the Goldwing, and apparently a lot of riders have had issues with the Revco Aero foot pegs. So, hey, thanks for watching this episode. Keep doing the best you can do. You live and you learn is this one, and I'll be happy to have my Goldwing back in a day or two. And you guys, God bless you. Thanks for watching us, and we'll see you next episode.